hope you're doing well. This is Anna, and we're going to finish the next chapter, and starting with Sagittarius. So we're asking here, where are you at this time? You're building your strength. You've probably been dealing with maybe some challenges and struggling with something in your life, but you're at a turning point at this moment. Things are improving for you. You may not necessarily feel that, but I feel like you are. This is the next chapter of your life, so it's possible that you're not quite at the point where you're feeling more determined and you have a discipline about recovering or healing something or accepting a situation, perhaps. But you're going to be rebuilding and improving something in your life. I know that sounds generic, but it may be you decide to start exercising, you decide to start taking care of your health. It could be something like that, where something needs to improve and you get into that phase of, now I'm gonna actually focus on this thing, right? Because you want to resolve something in your life. Wendy. Here, let's see. So what is shifting once you begin to do this? What shifts for you? Goodness gracious, you begin to feel more enthusiastic about life, about the things in your life, the things that you're doing. You become more focused and more dedicated to your craft, to your work, to the things you're passionate about. You become very committed, where maybe before you weren't quite feeling it. And once this shift happens, this next chapter begins for you, you begin to really, really focus. That's really beautiful. Okay, so where does this lead you? Wow. Gosh, this is beautiful, Sagittarius. I'm so happy for you. It leads to new beginnings. Wendy. She's asking for snacks, which are treats. We call them snacks. Enough. Ya está bueno ya, mi amor. Se acabó. Ya se acabó. So it's leading you into new offers, new beginnings, maybe new relationships, opportunities for making money, which could be maybe a new job, a raise, a promotion. It's just absolute stability is what you're heading towards, because you get out of a certain funk that you may be in or may have been in, and something helps you shift into focus. So absolutely wonderful. Congratulations. And best of luck to everybody. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Bye-bye. Hello, my lovely Capricorn friends. Let's see what's coming up for the next chapter in your life. So let's see where you are at this time. You're following your heart. You're wanting to, there's something you're desiring in your life, and you're being drawn to follow the path that takes you there. You're wanting to attract prosperity into your life. Also a lot of creativity. It feels like really good. It feels like a really good energy that you're in, or phasing into, because this is the next chapter, remember. Some money may be coming into your life. Not sure quite how, but it seems that you're attracting that. And you're attracting the energy of, following your dreams. I don't know how to better explain that at the moment. It'll resolve itself here. What's shifting for you because of this? What's shifting is you maybe have been like this to me is you following your path. You maybe have been a little codependent on other people's guidance or other people's influence, and maybe even criticism from people, like being a little bit of I feel codependency there. And this is telling me that you're shifting away from that, or at least trying to understand how to do that, because that's not an easy thing to just do. It's possible that you begin to meet people or attract people into your life that are more of a soul tribe. And it's hard when you've had the same friends for a long time. And it's hard to notice when the energies are no longer compatible or aligned, and you begin to outgrow each other, but you stay in the friendship because it's, we stay friends forever. That's what you're supposed to do. But it does, and that's hard to decipher, okay? It's hard to make that decision to kind of shift away from a friendship when it's no longer fitting your life that's coming into fruition for you. Something that you're manifesting, that you're developing for yourself, a path that you're taking that feels more right, more correct for you at that moment. And not everyone's going to fit in anymore. I know that sounds harsh, but I feel what's going to be shifting for you is stepping away from the gossipy type relationships and people that aren't serving your higher purpose. Because I feel like you're tapping into a higher vibration here in your next chapter, whenever that is. If that, resonates with you, you're coming more into an understanding of who you are, and you're feeling it more intuitive, also more creative, and you're giving in to where life is taking you in that direction. And so you're shifting away from people that aren't, and situations that don't align with that. So where does this lead you? Yeah, it leads you away from challenges that have been present before this chapter begins. It feels like there's been a lot of, again, that codependency, disillusionment in relationships, maybe heartbreak, even misunderstandings. There's heavy energy there. And so it leads you away from that. You focusing on yourself, developing yourself, attracting the positive things that you want in your life, naturally allows you to remove these obstacles. It's not easy to do, but it's more of a calling for you to do that, for you to focus on do I need to do that in my life? Remove people, remove situations, habits from my life. So just the analysis alone is the first step. Do I need to do that? Am I comfortable doing that? It begins with you analyzing whether you need to do that. I feel that you probably do. And you're gonna have to start focusing on removing obstacles that may keep you stuck, because this is a really nice thing that's coming in for you, but it's going to require action. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, you're going to be attracting people that are more soul tribe energy, people that are more aligned with you. And in order for you to do that, you're going to have to look at the relationships that are not aligned, and what are you going to need to do? What is it going to take, right, for you to balance that out? And it's not going to be easy. I know that for sure. It's not going to be easy, but sometimes, you know, these are the things that we have to do in life. But it's definitely worthwhile for you to think about that and then take some action as well. Okay? All right. I hope that helped. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed. Bye-bye. Hello, my lovely Aquarius friends. I hope you're doing well. This is Anna. And this is the next chapter in your life. Let's see what you got. Where are you at this time? Did I cut this? Oh, I swear. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Ugh, you know what? I'm going to shuffle again. So you may be dealing with some loss, feeling maybe a little sorry for yourself. That's understandable. That happens, right? It happens. There's some sadness there, perhaps. Maybe dealing with some mental health issues, which can happen. Or maybe just processing some, like, you know, you're dealing with bringing emotional baggage with you that you've had in previous relationships. You're bringing that stuff with you, not letting it go, not learning from it. I get the sense that it's your next chapter. You're going to be dealing with processing this. Okay, perhaps there's been someone that's controlling in your life and very critical of things that you do or things you say, and you're gonna be processing that, maybe either an actual release of a person, or the desire to release a person, and then processing there's some codependency there. Why do I want to flip that? That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to keep it there. That's justice in reverse. This is what is shifting for you here. Yeah, there's some inner child wounding. That may be a parent figure in your life, or someone who has a role of authority. It could be a boss. But I get the sense that it's more of a parental or that kind of a role. Again, authority role in your life that's very critical. This could be very specific. Not everyone will resonate. And so what's shifting for you is no more victim mentality, okay? Because there is a little bit of victim mentality. There is a little lack of really being able to process what's happened and why it's happened. Why are you codependent on certain energies in your life? There's some inner child wounding that needs to be processed. I feel that that's what's shifting for you, is coming to the understanding of why you may be feeling that way. Why maybe, you know, it's not necessarily that you have a victim mentality, which is brought on by yourself, but maybe, yeah, you've had a string of sort of bad luck in a way, and things are happening and you feel it's unjust and you feel like, why me, you know? And that is victim mentality, but still sometimes it's justified to feel that way because things do happen. Make sure that you can tell the difference. Oh my gosh, things really are happening, or am I drawing them to myself because of my own choices, my own behaviors? Okay, there's something you gotta really understand there. Where is all this leading you? Eventually, after you process some of this stuff, being able to prioritize. It's about prioritizing yourself versus maybe you're a people pleaser, or you put others first before your own needs. There may be some of that. And so this is about you being able to prioritize and going back and forth with helping people and catering to people, but also catering, not forgetting to cater to yourself. It's about communication. I feel like there may be lack of communication here at this stage. And so that's what's going to shift, and that's where it's leading you into being more able to just being more grounded and having more stability in your life, financially, emotional stability, being able to communicate clearly, because you don't maybe speak up for yourself. So this is about an increase of self-esteem as well. And I see that that's where it leads you. You have to process some stuff, though. There's action that needs to be taken there. I hope that was helpful. These are short readings, so I'll be doing longer readings for the zodiacs moving forward. Every once in a while, I just want to do some of these short ones. I hope that helped. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.